This is a very special car. This was sold new by a dealer in our neck of the woods, or in our neighborhood essentially, and stayed with its original owner from 1969 all the way up to about 10 years ago. He sold it to his neighbor. His neighbor has held it for 10 years and then has finally decided, after spending money on it and loving it and taking care of it, he's decided to pass it on and is looking for the next custodian of the car. This thick book represents years and years and years of history of this car. It's got 61,000 original miles. How do I know they're original? Because they're documented inside that book, and all of those receipts documenting the mileage are inside of that book. And that original owner is still alive today. He is still here in our neighborhood, which is also a really special thing. And as the story goes, or as what we believe it to be, is that he went looking at the local dealership. He wanted a 429. He couldn't get that, but they did have one of these in Vancouver. And so it was brought over. This 428 Mach 1 Cobra Jet was then delivered. And what a cool car. Candy apple red with the matte black hood, the black interior. It just, it's gonna go on and on. So the really, really cool thing about this car is that it is so original. It has all of those documents going all the way back to day one. Under the hood, throughout the interior, the entire underside is all preserved and is original. And on top of that, what you're probably thinking in your minds is, okay, well, if it's all original and it's a 1969, that's great. It's got 61,000 miles, but obviously it's been stored for a number of years and wasn't driven. That is correct. But under the second owner's stewardship, he actually had the entire engine disassembled and then reassembled, all new seals, bearings, etc. And then very recently as well, replaced the cams, roller rockers, and lift-stalled lifters, slightly more aggressive cam. All of the original components were saved. He refreshed some of the suspension. Again, all of the original components were saved. An extremely original, extremely well documented 61,000 original mile 1969 Ford Mach 1 Mustang with the 428 Cobra Jet. It's just cool, and when you hear it, that might be the thing that tips you over the edge and makes you want to buy it. But cool car. So what are we talking about today? This video is mostly to walk you around the car and just show you the originality and the condition of the car throughout, so you can feel good about purchasing it. And it's just, it's an incredible thing to come across. History has been preserved and originality as well. So I just want to talk a little bit about how it was optioned from the factory. We do have the Marty report here, and that is in our documents for you to see. But order received in November of 1968, scheduled for build in January, released and sold in February of 69. It was sold to Musgrove Ford Sales on Canby Street, Vancouver. That is right downtown Vancouver. It is now a Home Depot. Vehicle is equipped with the following features: trim variation, traction lock differential. I was told this has the 31 spline axles, the heavy duty axles, with the track lock rear diff. It's a 350 ratio rear end. Sport deck rear seat, visibility group, power steering, power front disc brakes, AM radio, tinted glass, belted raised white letter tires, candy apple red Mustang Mach 1 two-door sports roof, black knit vinyl matching high back bucket seats, C6, obviously the 3-speed select shift automatic transmission. I want to make sure that I'm not skipping over here anything. No panels have ever been replaced. There's only been a small amount of paint on this fender. All that original matte black was masked off for the touch-ups for paint chips on the fender. All the rest is believed to be, and does paint meter as if it is, all original paint, all original trim, all original interior and all the rest. Okay, so I've hammered that home. Now we'll hop into showing you around the car and talking a bit more about it. All right, so let's move around to the front here. The front splitter, let's call it the lower valance. It does have some chips along the edge here. Mostly in and around the license plate, and a little bit more here on the passenger side, which I'm guessing that's because there's more rocks close to the edge of the road. The chrome is pretty phenomenal. Actually, it is really, really impressive. The trim is in very, very good condition as well. Not a whole lot of micro scraping or scratching to it. The gray in and around the grill is in really fantastic condition. Same with the headlight bezels. In and around the headlight, or sorry, these would be the driving lights, or maybe the high beams actually. In and around the headlight here, really, really good condition. It's pretty incredible. Let's call it the air dam, or the maybe front splitter. That is in really good condition. No chunks or anything like that out of it. Coming around to the passenger side, one small chip here. It's very minor. Right on where the fender starts from the nose. The graphics down the side of the car, incredible condition. Wheels, beauty rings and hubcaps, really, really nice. Top of the fender, really, really tidy. Very small chip right here on the lower side of the crease on the top. This is cool. I remember these from being a kid. This is a province of British Columbia motor vehicle inspection when they actually inspected cars every year. This is from 1972. Still on the windshield. All original glass all the way around the car. A-pillars look nice, and so does the front leading edge of the roof, which is crazy. Wow, it's really nice. The rest of the roof, fantastic. Same thing along the door here. The handle itself, the chrome on the handle, that's really, really tidy. Small chip, say scuff, say chip, kind of just in front of the lock peg. Mustang emblem, that is really tidy. That looks great. Same with the window trim all the way around the window. Rear of the quarter panel, all looks great. So solid. Even wrapping your fingers around on the inside of the fender, incredible. Beauty rings and hubcaps, phenomenal in the back. Rear deck lid and trunk lid and louvers. The plastic on the louvers is really impressive. Doesn't look all dried out and cracked. Same thing, window trim looks really great. Really, really great across the back. I love these small diameter exhaust tips. The reverse lights in the lower bumper, everything back here looks really, really great. There's some patina to the chrome, as you would expect, on the door handle, but I mean, this is minor. This is minor. Tiny little chips. Oh, so small. I would almost call it pitting. That lower beltline trim is still very, very bright. Couple little scrapes here on the edge of the mirror. Obviously, this is probably from opening against something over the years, but a couple little marks there. And then this fender looks really, really great. So, really impressive. Opening up the door and looking in the door sills. Yeah, you'll see it. A little bit of kind of typical chipping along the door sill. The door sill plate or trim piece has some patina to it for sure, the aluminum. But in really good shape. The door panel, the illumination on the door light works great. The seats are really, really impressive. Original keys. So the seats are in great shape. Same thing, look at the steering wheel, the wood trimmed steering wheel. Great condition. Same thing with across the dash, the gauges, all the gauges work, with the exception of the clock. Radio does not work. All the floor lighting from underneath the dash is working on both the driver and passenger side. That door, the dash pad looks like it's new. The backs of the seats, the hard panel, it's all in great shape. And then the rear seats, obviously, I'm sure nobody sat in these really ever. The seat belts and the seats are all in fantastic condition. I think it's probably important to mention as well, the seat mechanism, the folding of it works really great. It's not lopsided, it latches how it's supposed to latch. Seats all great. The red floor mat's built into the carpet's great. The Mach 1 emblem on the dash. The wood, or the imitation wood anyway, on the center console, all in good shape. Same with around the radio and the climate controls. Really incredible. Okay, let's hop under the hood. What a cool feature. I remember my first car was a 1969 Chevelle. I wanted hood pins so bad, so I figured that was just indicative of having a high performance car. So under the hood, the valve covers have 428 Cobra Jet aluminum valve covers. Those are not the originals. The originals are in the trunk, they're chrome. It's got the Cobra Jet snorkel hood with the ram intake, all in the correct Ford blue. Decaling looks, no, I'm certainly not the professional on this, but the decaling looks to be, and I am told is correct underneath the hood. And I'm imagining on the shock towers, that would be an original one. The rad, everything down in here, oh, just so tiddly. This just looks like it's a restored car, so just incredible this is original. All the radiator, you know, it's not full of bugs. It's certainly got a couple. But all the fins on it are in incredible condition. All the bolt heads along the fenders, the stampings in the fenders. Stamped 1969. So let's get into the trunk here. So opening up the trunk, even that rear, the trunk light works. Got a car cover, we've got our spare wheel, and then we've got our chrome valve covers. Everything in here is just super tidy. Still has the caution label for jack usage. Still the label on the underside of the trunk lid. Everything looks really tidy in here. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Again, there's no corrosion on this car. It's never had corrosion. What an incredible car. So this is essentially an all original 61,000 mile candy apple red, ordered new in our town, bought new essentially in our town, and then has stayed here right from 1969 when it was purchased. It has this large binder with all of those original documents, documenting the mileage and all the work done to it. A true survivor, 1969 428 Cobra Jet Mach 1 Mustang in its original paint, except for, I am told, this fender from rock chips or scratches, but the rest of it, trim, paint, interior, the rest, just unbelievable. So sold new, documented mileage, and just a really, really impressive car. No panels have ever been replaced. The suspension was just refreshed due to age. The original shocks and suspension components come with it, as you'll see from the underside, replaced with proper Ford product suspension pieces. The originals all come with it. The engine was rebuilt. The transmission I didn't talk about earlier. The transmission was completely rebuilt. All original pieces that came out were saved. The engine, when it was rebuilt, most recently, The cams were replaced with slightly more aggressive cams. The top end was rollerized, and the original pieces, those were all saved as well. So it's original block, original heads, the valve covers were replaced, the original valve covers come with it. Anything that was changed or replaced, which is essentially just for, say, performance and age, all those original pieces were retained and go with the car. But I think you get the point. I've been beating you over the head essentially with this book. Incredible car. Please reach out if you have any questions. They're only original once, and to think that this, as you were looking at it, is essentially still all of the original pieces, components, paint from day one in 1969 to today in 2025 is just, can you find another one? Probably not. We're Silver Arrow Cars. Thank you so much. Please reach out if you have any questions. There's lots more if you want to know about it. Thank you so much.